This is Africa, world's second largest continent, which is rich with countless natural resources. Africa holds 30% of the world's natural resources, including gold, diamonds, uranium, platinum, solar and hydro, and massive gas and oil reserves. And its land is also extremely fertile for agriculture. But despite having such abundant resources, Africa remains the poorest continent in the world. Nearly 40% of its population suffers from extreme poverty. But why is that? If Africa has so much resources, why is it mostly known for poverty, hunger, corruption, and political instability? Many people believe the main reasons are Western countries exploiting Africa for their own benefit and widespread corruption among African leaders. But the problem runs much deeper than that. Africa's geography is a big reason behind its poverty, but there's more to the story. Many other factors have shaped its current state, and in this video, we'll break down the key reasons why Africa remains so poor. Before we dive deeper into the video, I have a small request. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. I put in a lot of effort to create these videos, but many of them don't get the reach they deserve. Your support would mean the world to me. There's no denying that Western countries have played a major role in shaping Africa's current state. For centuries, the British Empire and other colonial powers exploited Africa's vast natural resources for their own gain. In the 19th century, strong African men were enslaved and taken to Europe, while Western powers continuously fought to control the continent. Thousands of Africans were enslaved or killed in the brutal hunt for diamonds and gold. A great example of this is the Hollywood movie Blood Diamond, which exposes how these exploitations took place. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. The world's largest food supply company, Cargill, has been involved in child exploitation in Africa for chocolate productions, something we will soon discuss in a video. There's no doubt that Western powers had a huge hand in Africa's struggles, but the British Empire also exploited places like the Indian subcontinent, Singapore and Thailand, and yet they're doing far better than Africa today. And that brings us to Africa's geographic challenges. A coastline is crucial for any country or continent because around 80% of global trade happens through the oceans. Africa's coastline looks massive on the map, since it's almost entirely surrounded by water, but in reality, most of it isn't great for maritime trade. Many bays, gulfs and islands along the coast make it tough for large ships to navigate. Meanwhile, Europe is smaller than Africa, but has a longer, more accessible coastline with clear sea routes. That's why it dominates 40% of global sea trade. Similarly, except for the Nile River, no other river in Africa is wide or navigable enough to accommodate large cargo ships. Due to this limitation, trade in Africa has always been extremely difficult. Another factor that has caused significant financial damage to Africa is piracy. The Horn of Africa region is considered one of the most dangerous areas in the world for cargo and commercial ships. This is because pirates actively operate in these waters, often targeting oil tankers and commercial ships passing through. Due to this threat, several countries have established military bases in Djibouti to protect this crucial shipping route. However, in the rest of Eastern Africa, there are no military bases of any powerful country, which has allowed pirates to maintain strong control over the region. Western Africa has also become a dangerous zone for ships due to piracy. In October 2013, pirates attacked an oil tanker near Nigeria, kidnapped the entire American crew, stole all the oil barrels, and only released the crew after their demands were met. Incidents like these are common in the region, forcing many countries to avoid African shipping routes. As a result, Africa misses out on countless trade opportunities. The northern part of Africa is scorching hot and dry, covered by vast deserts. This region is home to the Sahara, the hottest desert in the world. This northern region is predominantly inhabited by Muslims. In contrast, the southern part of Africa is lush green, experiences heavy rainfall, and is rich in natural resources. However, the majority of the population in this region follows Christianity. As a result, there has always been a struggle between the northern and southern parts of Africa, mainly due to the borders established by the British Empire in the 19th century. Similarly, the British Empire also created arbitrary borders in the Middle East, which have prevented peace in the region to this day. We are soon going to touch upon this topic in our upcoming video, discussing how Western powers divided the Ottoman Empire for their own benefit, and how the Middle East continues to suffer from its consequences. The same thing happened in Africa. When borders were drawn, no one considered language, religion, or culture. Because of this, the continent has faced civil wars for the past 60 years. However, there is one country that is changing its fate, and that is Botswana. Today, Botswana is the richest country in Africa. Like many other African nations, Botswana gained independence from Britain in 1966. However, while the rest of Africa continues to suffer from extreme poverty, Botswana's per capita income is now comparable to that of Mexico and Costa Rica. If you want to know how Botswana achieved this, let us know in the comments below. For now, the people of Africa should look to Botswana as an example. They need to understand that no one from the outside will come to solve their problems. It is up to them to take control of their own future. Recently, with China and Russia expanding their influence in Africa, some major changes have started to unfold. Geopolitically, Africa is becoming more important than ever, and we will be making a video on this topic as well. These are the sources we consulted for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and share it with others. See you in the next video with another interesting topic. Take care.